EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill? Maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Purdy looking to throw. Open man is born. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Purdy now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Nifty move. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20 and a 49er first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, San Francisco.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On on first down. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes him from the 10 down to the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro.
33-yard attempt.
From the right hash, this from 33. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up, because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Truly one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league, is willing to do whatever it takes to win and plays through a lot of adversity and continues to do it at a high level in his high 30s, trying to make another run to the Super Bowl here in his 17th season.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. First run now for Kyron Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Back to throw, Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
The goal for any
44-yard
offense
line.
versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The try. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 30 yards.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
They'll get this one complete to Atwell. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Adams, the man in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead they give up the middle to Williams. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Williams again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Michael Williams in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Boy, this has been a nice first drive for them, but right there, Charles, a sack on 3rd and goal, that's tough.
Yeah, and if you're the head coach and the offensive play caller, if you had any thoughts about going for it on 4th down, it's a much more difficult decision now. Likely kick the field goal, but if you're going to go for it, you better have the perfect play call on your sheet.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
Complete to Christian.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Loss of 2.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he still is yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
50-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? He's able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be first down 49ers.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
3 yards to go.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Out right to Bull. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3.
Rams 3.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Stafford throws left side. Atwell's got it. And they'll get this way past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and a couple. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Williams. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Purdy. A throw left side for Pearson is complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive? Well, answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw, Purdy. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout.
First down.
As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team. Brandon Godden.
Okay,
and
Scott,
Charles
thank
Davis.
you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49ers' 33-yard line.
They'll hand it off now. Williams trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
In motion right goes Adams.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Stafford's pass intended for
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They go back to the ground with Williams.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 5.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
No flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them. That attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This 2nd and 4. The slot man in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Stafford. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Throwing is Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Stafford. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side. They're trying to match each other.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
San Francisco.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Purdy. Dancing to his left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
And a 49er first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He's credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
3rd and 4. Throwing here, Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, 49ers.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Purdy.
That's going to be caught.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First and goal, San Francisco.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Rams 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Oh, good move. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Stafford and the Rams at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Stafford now to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy now to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Now Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it with Williams. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
On the stop.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
That's good.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now second and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's third and 3. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Stafford looks to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass caught by Pearsall. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 41-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And they will take a knee here. Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.